Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for a liftoff. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Cougars' return team didn't help matters out much there. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend when the receiver lines up in the same spot. Bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back. Everything tells you pass. And then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Wants to fire on second down. They're setting up the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Cougars have their offense in high gear. He wants to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Oh, they blocked the kick. And they got it. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Arizona. And once he got loose, it was all over. And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Arizona 7, Houston.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Flips it out to the back. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
To the air on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy, versatile back.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's got his man. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Arizona in a hurry.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They want to get this defense on its heels. He's back to throw on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got his man downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Sweet feet on the move. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Going up top on first down. He's got him wide open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Arizona right back to the line. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. And you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Line gets set, first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's looking to throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This offense has a 2nd down play. This time they'll go to the running game. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make your pass.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Not the most productive half for this offense so far. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Trying to get to it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get.
And he's running in the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pineda. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Ole Miss showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
He's going to pass. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Arizona in a hurry.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Makes a connection. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
This time he's got it.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close there.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Offense getting set for first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Looking to pass on second down. Deep throw off his back foot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He finds his man. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. He'll just keep slinging it. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. On second down, just keeps firing. He's got him down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Arizona right back to the line. On third down, going up top. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into half.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Arizona 24, Houston.
And we wondered all week how this one was going to play out, and through 2 quarters of ball, the answer is like a good old-fashioned barn burner. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Pettis. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Pettis. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They'll throw it on 1st down. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
That defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Wide open downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Those corner routes are really, really good versus cover 2. You know, the corner's playing zone coverage, and that receiver can push up the field and really break out between the safety and the corner, and had a lot of success on that one.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's right on target. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Got his man on the right. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs.
In the red zone.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10.
At the 10-yard line. Second down coming up.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Liberty rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Lynchburg. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they took the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
It's on target and complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless.
Touchdown, Cougar! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Quarterback empties his backfield. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Arizona runs out the punt team. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their... It's to him again, another sack. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers.
Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Off the play fake on 1st down. At the 45 on its way. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down to the 42. The offense set for a 1st down play. He'll do it himself. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the back. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Rios. Firing to the right, complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You've got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
And the Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it out fast.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On second down, wants to throw it. Using the quick game. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Back to the air one more time. Got his man in the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Snagged in the middle. It's Pettis. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. ULM sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Wachita Parish. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Unloads quickly. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back on the move. Good job running top and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field, and you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Pressure coming. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you could see it there, and you could see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Looking down the middle, and they can't make the connection.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They want that clock to run. Nice move there. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now on 2nd down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time. Handoff from the gun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. You want to talk about building confidence.